SCADA runs entire plants, water systems, power grids, pipelines stretching across whole regions. And yet most people, when you ask them what SCADA is, describe an HMI. The two get confused constantly, and that confusion hides what SCADA actually does. So let us fix it. In this video, I will tell you exactly what SCADA is. I will walk the architecture from the field device up to the control room, and I will give you the one-line difference between SCADA, an HMI, and a DCS. No buzzwords you cannot use. Let us start. Quick note before we dig in. This is from PLC Simulator, where you can practice the HMI and SCADA layer free in your browser. You can build real operator screens and bind them to a running PLC. You add gauges, trends, and alarms. The same pieces a SCADA system is made of. The link is in the description. Now, what is SCADA? SCADA stands for Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition. The name is the whole definition, so take it in two halves. Data acquisition means pulling live values in from the field. Flow, pressure, level, temperature, motor running or stopped, all gathered over a network continuously. Supervisory control means a human can act on that data. An operator sees the plant, changes a set point, starts a pump, and that command travels back down to the equipment. Here is the part people miss. SCADA does not run the fast control loop itself. The PLCs and the RTUs out in the field do that. SCADA is the layer above them. It watches over all of them at once, and it gives one person a view of the whole operation. So what does that layer look like? Think of it as a stack bottom to top. At the very bottom are the field devices, the sensors and actuators bolted to the plant. Just above them sit the controllers, the PLCs and RTUs, reading those signals and running the local logic. Those controllers talk over a network up to a SCADA server. For a plant, that network is Ethernet. For remote sites, a pipeline, a pump station out in the desert, it might be cellular or radio. The SCADA server is the brain. It does the data acquisition. It logs every value to a historian for later. It evaluates alarms, and it serves the visualization. And the screens the operators actually look at are HMI clients in the control room connected to that server. Field devices, controllers, network, server clients. That is SCADA. Now, the part that clears up the confusion. SCADA, HMI, and DCS, three terms, one line each. An HMI is a single screen for a single machine or panel. It is local. One station, one operator, right there at the equipment. SCADA is plant-wide and site-wide. It is the supervisory network across many PLCs, often spread across enormous distances. A DCS, a distributed control system, is different again. It is process control-centric. It both runs the control and supervises it as one tightly integrated system, usually inside one big continuous plant like a refinery. So, in a sentence each, HMI is the screen. SCADA is the supervisory network over many controllers. DCS is the integrated process controller. An HMI is often a piece of a SCADA system, but SCADA is the bigger picture. Where do you actually find SCADA? Water and wastewater treatment runs on it. The electrical power grid runs on it. Oil and gas pipelines and large manufacturing plants run on it. The common thread is simple. The assets are spread out, and someone needs one screen to watch them all. So where does a beginner start? Build it up in order. Learn the PLC layer first. That is the control. Then learn how an HMI binds to PLC tags and shows them as graphics. Then add alarms and a historian. And only then does the full SCADA server, tying many stations together, really make sense. Each layer sits on the one below it. So that is SCADA, the supervisory layer that turns thousands of scattered field signals into one operator picture of a whole plant. It is not an HMI. The HMI is just a screen. SCADA is the network behind it. Now, I'll go make it concrete. If you want to practice the HMI and SCADA layer hands-on, click the link in the description to start free at plcsimulationsoftware.com. Build real screens and bind them to a live PLC. Add the gauges, trends, and alarms that a SCADA system is made of. No install, no license. And if you want the HMI side in depth, Check the HMI programming and HMI alarms videos on the channel next. Subscribe. New video every Tuesday. See you in the next one.